Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. 1 2.
1 2. Testing 3 4. 3 4. 5 6.
Testing ever higher 7 8. Testing 1 2 3 4.
Okay, hang on 1 second. We'll be ready to go. Mike's going to come up at this time. We'll be ready.
All right, since the last time we played it, everybody said we were kind of loud.
Yes.
So what we were going to start out with a couple. I was going to do a single song, but I think we're going to can that. We're going to start out with something nice.
Hey, Mike.
This is a song about love.
Midnight Oil. The attitude.
I wonder how these rumors get started.
This is called Half-Hearted Heart. Thank you very much. Where do you put water that it doesn't pour in something important? Is that piercingly loud? a little tune called Tiny Mind. to get a guitar that would stay in tune.
Yeah. That's your choice, you know. Got a couple guitars somewhere.
Try Cambridge music.
That place sucks.
Both of them.
This is a song about, sorry about the delays between tunes here. This is a song about not keeping quiet when you shouldn't. Thank you. All right, let me introduce the band because they certainly are notable. On guitar we have John McGann. On bass guitar, Jim Meridian. And the incredible Michael Krause now playing drums. I'm Wendell Pope. Okay, as if that song wasn't heavy enough, we'll do something totally plodding and depressing. And actually, I wrote this song at the beginning of the summer, and it's interesting to see how current events just go out of your mind, you know, because this song was written about the plight of the Kurdish people, and I just think it's kind of interesting that even concerned, sympathetic, sensitive people tend to forget what are the great stories of the day, and hopefully this song will all make us remember for a moment. High up in the hill, sweating in the chill, marching through the clouds, hearts no longer proud, silence like a shroud, food floats in on vans, grabbing what they can. Desperation reigns, it rains across the plains. Still the world remains fast asleep, fast asleep. And if we want to see what we have to see, to open up our eyes with something more than size, something more than lies. Fast asleep, fast asleep, fast asleep, fast asleep. Oh, geez. I thought this set was going to be a little more fun. As I look down the list here, some pretty grim topics coming up. But I don't even want to discuss this one. We'll just do the song. Actually, maybe I will. This is called Caesar's Calling, and it seems that down through the ages, we are consistently called to do evil things to our compatriots. And it seems like the echoes of Caesar call us down through the ages. That's actually kind of a nice tune.
Thank you.